The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. His return starts at the 5. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it. It's the rookie out of Michigan State. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Another carry for it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Ready, go.
From the gun, Milrow. Buying some time right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19. Here we go. 19 tight. 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Okay, break.
So fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Come on, set.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. He created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ready?
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Jump off, caught by his back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
It's a loss of a yard.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Set up. 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
It's a design keeper for Milrow. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here he goes. Third and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long, it might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
19
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They give it to him again. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 50.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
There's a dive up the middle. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, Well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Got it. Ready?
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break.
On the ready.
Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Set it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Press all 80. Steady.
Brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 3.
70 Timberwolves.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Go.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
70 tip.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Cut out left. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing now. Milroe. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready. 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70.
Here's Milroe to throw. Headed out right. Finds his back complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
Come on. Set.
Back to the well again. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates.
Trying for it with Milrow. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
They send a tight end in motion.
Hey, Crash. Hurt.
Man in motion here. Harris, the motion man here. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
70.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
50 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Milton now on 3rd down. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st down, Panthers.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's still going in the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On the ready.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70.
Dive play straight ahead. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Check. Rig. 60 Bison. Panther 60. Cougar 19.
Blown back, it's the handoff. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, and really break the backs of the defense.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Johnny Lions. Viking 8. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. He rolls to his right. He's going for it himself. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 Timberwolves.
Setting him on the dive. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 7.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
18, Cowboy, Warriors 17. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Milrow with it on first. Escapes the pocket. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70. 77 Wolf. Ready?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Who gets forward? That's about 4 yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
He's back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Rig alert, rig alert. 70 rig.
They kick the running back in motion.
19. Ready,
Milton out of the pistol here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. By those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Third and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Down. Panther 11. 60 Bison.
Milroe now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Trap 60. Come on. Set. 18 card. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Throwing here, Milroe. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Ready.
Now it's Milroe. Gets everything he has under this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 18. Find it. Crackle 80. Go.
To the air, Milroe. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Panther 60. Panther Mustang 19. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get it.
They'll run here from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
19-18.
From the gun, Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
By James Pierce. A loss of 10 yards on the play.
60
It's now
Bobcat,
third
60
down.
Bobcat. Hot 70, hot 70.
Third and long. Here's Milrow. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep in the enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7.
On the jump.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Crack on 80. 65.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. It stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
60 Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 19. Charger. 19.
Handoff now out of the gun. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 7.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. Takes the tackle. Shoves one away. We've got a race. The 30. He's at the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers take a lead just before the end of the third.
With that explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark and suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
Buccaneers 14.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He's got a man left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Looking quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Back to
10.
pass on second and short.
37 yards.
Dumps it off to his running back. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bucs football and their season on the line here as they trail. They've got first down here from the 36. Will Rowe from the gun. Buying some and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Jump off caught by his back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This is off the left upright and in. It's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Well, they must feel like this is their moment right here, partners. Still some time left, but they're going onside kick already. And the Panthers secure that kick. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
60 Eagles, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They did it! He made the interception! And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Milroe to throw. Finds his back complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
19 tight.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. To throw. Here's Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Cup 19.
Desperation time here. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Ready.
First down throw here from Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ready.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Panther 11. 2. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing now, Milroe. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled for no gain.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers losing by 4. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
19, 18.
Back to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He gets 6 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Left 18, Rattler. 18, Bronco 80. Ready.
Here he is to throw. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3.
Panthers 21.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 70 Lions.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They give it to him again. Shoves him off. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 50, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer. Trap 50, Mustang 19.
They send the tight end in motion. Setting up to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. Just picks up the first down, too.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the Panther first down.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Cougar 19. 60, Vikings, 60, Buffalo 18. 19, Lions. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 10, still at the 28.
Viking 18.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. They've got a man in motion.
Ready
to throw. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys him some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
24.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
18, 60 Bobcats, 60. Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Milrow with it on 1st. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Second and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air, Milrow. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
79 Bronco. Get up. Cougar, Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on.